There's plenty of places we can win, just that they needs like we just have to work with them.
Right. So tell me about the event today.
Today's event is something that's been like 3+ years in the making. Back when Valley Life Recreation, as the organization that is managing this trail park, first became known 3 years ago, we struck a relationship with the Sexual Education Resource Center of Brandon with the hopes that we could facilitate functions like this. And it's been a bit of a long time coming because building a trail park doesn't happen overnight.
It took us a long time.
It did, yeah. So, but yeah, today is just an outward demonstration of the Valley Life Recreation motto, which is outdoors for everyone. And I mean, if trails can't be a space for everyone, I don't know what can, right? So that's what today is all about. Today is about planting a seed. I mean, no idea begins in its full formation, but today is about planting the seed for an idea, and we look forward to watching it grow over the coming years.
Amazing. And this is a fairly unique event. A lot of Pride events are sort of more focused around, a dance party or a barge or anything. And this is a very outdoorsy activity. Maybe not always associated with the community.
Very true, yeah. Richard, I mean, diversity in the outdoors is a pretty important topic.
Well, and I think I come from a place where sports, like, I'm really interested in riding bikes, and it's really male-dominated, so we're trying to kind of get diversity with a female riding group to this Pride event, but just trying to make in terms of like really living the outdoors for all and making sure that it is a welcoming space. It's for everyone, and a lot of resources and time and effort has gone into this, and it's a great place for healthy living and for all as well too. So it's great.
Yeah, and I think there is something attractive about the idea that this is different than standard Pride events. Pride events are important regardless of where they happen, but how could we expand Pride events to become more diverse even in their nature? And so I think that is in large part as well what we're trying to demonstrate here today.
Excellent. And now we are experiencing a bit of rain today, unfortunately, but there's a possibility we will still be able to get out on the trails. So
yeah, we'll still get out regardless.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. So we have different types of trails here. One that are more mud, and those ones maybe we won't be able to go on, but we have a lot of boat trails as well too. They all have lookouts as well too. So I think that's what we're planning on doing a little later on here.
Yeah, and honestly, it's actually a little beautiful that it's raining because trail people become resilient people. Look, it may be raining, it may be shining. There's no such thing though in the trails world as bad weather, only bad preparation. So, you know what? Trails are outdoors. When you're outdoors, you get every type of weather. We simply learn to adapt, and we get to enjoy the beauty of every type of weather. I mean, for instance, this place is always beautiful, but when there's a bit of moisture enhancing the colors and the feel and the smells, it actually takes it to a level you can't get when it's dry and hot and sunny. So, yeah.
And no dust.
And no dust. We do not have dusty trails today.
Well, that's great. Thank you both for your time today.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
That's representative of the Squirrel Hills right there.
I love it.
If you want to save that stuff,
One of you made these in Swan. $10. Yeah.
do they have a website?
So they don't. But I did say as soon as they make a
Chairperson. And on behalf of our entire board, thank you all so much for coming. The weather may have scared a large number of people away, but we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're here to start this event with us. No event, as we have learned through the Valley Life Recreation journey over the last number of years, no event emerges fully formed. Everything requires a seed to start. A seed is very, very small typically, and we're just really excited to see where this event goes over the next number of years. As I mentioned to somebody earlier, yeah, it's a little unique having a Pride event on a trail system, isn't it? But isn't a little diversity in Pride events something we can all get behind? Yeah. So, we will go over the quick group activities that we're going to do right away. We've had to make some modifications due to the weather, but Richard, do you want to share anything on just the importance of this event and the mission that we're trying to play out here in real time?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Dave. So again, my name is Richard Dupuis. I'm a French-speaking Métis from just south of Winnipeg. So just want to say we've had two events here. Last event we had the Rolling River First Nations open up our trail race that we had here a couple weeks ago, and so that was also part of our inclusion and diversity, is to make sure that we supported the voice of First Nations here, and now we have this Pride event as well too. So we're trying to diversify some of the events that we have and trying to make sure that we include our partners. And so anyways, just welcome everyone here. Just wanted to share that we are on the Treaty 2 lands here, but also our neighbors are Treaty 4. So that's another one we always forget Treaty 4. There's the Rolling River, there's way not too far, but this valley was inhabited by them originally, but now most of them are on reserve now. But yeah, they just wanted to make sure that we know that they're part of this as well too, because we always say Treaty 2, and we forget our neighbors right close, just up the river from here, that are Treaty 4. So I wanted to acknowledge that, and also a lot of the names that we know around here are also Indigenous. So Minnedosa, Manitoba, they're all Indigenous names. And also Tanner's Crossing, if that's the local school in town, is named after a Métis that was here in town, and then it's named after the Tanner's Crossing. And so that's another one. Just wanted to acknowledge that. But today we want to celebrate these trails. These trails are for everyone, and that's one of our the key thing that we had is trails for everyone. And we wanted to embody that and have different events that demonstrate that. And as a board, we also wanted to educate ourselves as well too, because that education is key. Educating yourselves about whether it's First Nation, about 2S LGBTQ+. I know I was at the local United Church there and learning about different things about sexuality that I didn't know, and I was like, why am I here? But now I knew why, because to be an ally, is about educating yourself and continuing to educate yourself, and that's something that we want to do as a board as well too, is just commit to that. And so thanks to the board members that did that, and I continue to educate myself too. Like, I don't know much about Indigenous, so I'm always learning, but whenever I learn something, I try and share a bit, because it's always good to do that. So today, I think we have 3 options that we're going to do. Hike. We also have a run. We have Mark here is an expert runner, and then biking. So you can choose any adventure you want. I think what we're going to try and do is get to the lookouts. Because of the rain, the trails that we just built, they have a bit of clay in it, and if you see my tires, this is about that was maybe 30 meters into the trail, so we don't want to do that because we don't want to damage the trails as well. But we have trails that are grass as well too, so that's what we're going to stick to. There might be mosquitoes. We do have mosquito spray as well too for you. And we have a short loop and then a larger loop, because I think we're going to head down this way. We're going to go to the lookout just on top here, Tom's Eagle Lookout. Is that what it's called? Eagle Tom's. I had it backwards. And then after that, we'll go by the cabin. There's a cabin in here as well too. These are ski trails in the winter, and so it's a warm-up cabin. And then there's an option of coming back here if you want to continue on an adventurous. We're going to go to Raccoon Ridge to another lookout. So that's the plan.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for that land acknowledgement as well. I'll maybe just take a quick moment, because we do have 3 different user groups going to be using the trails: hikers, runners, mountain bikers. For those who are brand new here, just a really quick lesson on trails. So there is single track and there is double track out here. Single track is that dirt trail right behind you over there. It is a dirt surface trail, a little bit narrower. Double track is this grass trail over here, which is quite a bit wider and obviously a grassy surface. There are 16-ish kilometers total, I think, of trail in this area. So if you want to wander out by yourself, you're more than welcome to. On the double track trail, the grass trail, you will see intersections with maps all over the place. The single track trail, we do not yet have maps, as those are brand new. So I'll just share that with you. Other than that, disclaimer that must need to be said, because again, we don't have our signage up yet, but this trail park is open to all the time. As such, people use this trail park, on their own. You take on some risks when you engage in trail activities. We think those are really great risks to take in, but you are responsible for your own safety. Please watch out for others. That sound about okay? Yeah? All right.
About what's going to happen here and why this is dug out.
Oh, yeah. That's a good call, Richard. This trailhead was supposed to have been built by now. But real quick, let me just give you all, for those who are here for the first time, we have a $300,000 trailhead that's only going to take about 60 days to build. That's going to happen right here, but rain has been a bit of an issue. This big area that you see here that's not grass, as soon as we get loads of clay brought in and get it built up and leveled, you will see a huge oval concrete pad here with a large log wood timber frame pavilion that will be kind of the centerpiece of this trailhead. And then on the other side of it, where all the tall grass is, there will be a big infinity loop. And within the one loop will be a bit of a log structure kids climbing area. And then within the other infinity loop will be Ole Hay Skills Parks. There'll be bike skills area, so wooden features and this type of thing for kids, well, and large kids, to better their skills when it comes to balance and different techniques on the bike. So there's going to be a lot of work done here as soon as the rain stops for a bit, because we need to bring a lot of truckloads of material in here, and the road and the moisture just hasn't been working out for us this spring. So hopefully next time you're back, this area will have been dramatically transformed. Could have used the pavilion for today. But yeah, with that, for those who want to jump on their bikes and join Richard is going to be our bike lead there. Oh, Gwen wants to say something. Gwen is another one of our board members and our events chairperson and treasurer.
Hi. Really close? Oh, closer.
There we go.
Okay, I would like to welcome everybody here today. We've got a few things going on. We've got painting, face painting, rock painting, ladder ball, there's bag toss. Just welcome everyone. I'd like to welcome the people from Brandon Pride for coming out today, as well as Rachel Wu from Cirque in Brandon. Westman Empowerment Fund as well. Fantastic. This is just wonderful to see everybody. All of you who have come out to check our trails, welcome. The trails are for everyone. There's snacks, free literature, everything. It's all free. So help yourselves and enjoy the day.
Thank you, Gwen. I should have made some notes. Didn't do that. Welcome. Thank you. And also a huge shout out to the Manitoba Pride Alliance, who did supply us with funding to get all of this done cost-free for all of you. So a huge shout out to the Manitoba Pride Alliance as well. Hey, what else did I forgot?
That's it. Start.
We could do that too. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Real quick, Gwen is wearing a Run Like Ole shirt. Just a real quick thing, I mentioned the Ole Hay Skills Park. Ole was an incredible athlete who was taken from us far too soon. It'll be 3 years ago this July. And just to share with you all really quickly who he was, Ole was an athlete who in 2021, earlier that spring, he had run his first ultramarathon, running a 50K ultramarathon on the mountains. I believe ran the last kilometer in under 4 minutes, because why not? Like, that's just bonkers. And then earlier that year, same year in 2021 in January, he had gone out to see how far he could cross country ski in one day. He accomplished 102.17 kilometers in a single day. And what's really remarkable to Ole is not how he loved to gather people around trails, but also the fact that when he passed, he was just 12 years old. And he accomplished these remarkable feats on trails. And while he was growing up and living in North Camrose, Alberta, his family is very closely tied to this community. Gwen is his grandmother. And so the month following his passing, we hosted this huge event called Ride Like Ole, where 7 of us rode from the elevators at Inglis all the way through Rocky Mountain National Park to Eastgate in one single day. So it was a 172-kilometer ride on full suspension bikes. It was a challenging day. Yeah, that bike did count. Anyway, that event captured the attention of thousands and thousands of people. We got a lot of media attention around it. It raised a lot of money for this trail park. But there was always one thing missing, and that was people participated in Ride Like Lee from afar. They were observers on it. And so today on this event of inclusion, this summer, this August, we are going to be launching Ride Like Oli here at the trail park as a manner for people to come out and become a part of that story. So there will be novice distances, there will be expert levels distances, but regardless of your ability, it will be an event that we've designed, and we haven't announced it formally yet, but that'll come in the next week and a half-ish maybe, where everybody, regardless of their ability, will be able to feel included and the same. It's not a race, it's not a competition, whether you're coming out for 100 kilometers of riding or 1 or 5 kilometers. So that is the story behind what will be the Oli Hay Skills Park, and Ride Like Oli will be taking place August 18th. It'll be a Sunday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want to jot that down on your calendars, it's going to be a lot of fun. Right, Tom? Right. Awesome. With that, Richard is going to be our bike leader. Tom is going to be our hike group leader. He's another one of our board members as well. And Mark Timmons is going to be our trail run leader. Who here is going to go for a trail run? I think there are 1 or 2 people, right? Trail run? You know what? Maybe I'll join you guys for a trail run. That's maybe what I'll do. And then hikers. Do we have a lot of hikers here? Show of hands. Hikers. Hikers. Beautiful. So Tom is your guy. And then who's going to go ride a bike today? Show of hands. Lots of people. Good, good. So you're going to follow Richard. That's about all I have for now.
Just one story about Oli as well too. He was like, usually he was, for his age, he was really fast, but he stuck around at every race and cheered on everyone and included everyone. And I think he really embodied about inclusion and encouraging everyone. And I think, yeah, when we heard about that, like even, I'm not sure if any of you are on, if you do Strava, he was always one of the first ones to give you a kudos. Like if somebody goes for a run or a hike or so whatever, you can give people a thumbs up. And he was usually the first one. I met him once at the bike park in Nipois. And since that day, like he would always give me one of the first ones to give a thumbs up, and it really got me motivated. And I really connected with him through that app. And anyways, that was really what embodied, I guess, some of the spirit of the event that we're doing, and also the diversity and inclusion that we're trying to weave into the way that we're creating this bike park. So, anyways, just wanted to share that. And yeah. He was a special fellow, and we miss him, but he is everywhere, though, still. He is with us, and, yeah, it was, we had, on our first race, we had,
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, one of the participants, his name was Oli, and his last name was H, and I was like, oh, he's here. Like, it was so cool. So what are the chances that we had an Oli H participate in our first race? Like, it was just, I can feel him always around, and, yeah, so it just, he encourages people to just get out, enjoy nature, and encourage each other when we're out there. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you for letting us share Oli's story with you. It's something that's very important to all of us.
Where you were.
So what's your name? Hey, nice to meet you.
Talk about the diversity.
Oh, that's you.
Bike.
You got a new bike.
I am. Don't kill me.
Hit the bikes, they don't want to come off.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. The hike? Tom, right over there. It is Layla.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Ticks too. Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. Yeah, why don't we? Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good. I don't move fast.
Now you're warmed up.
I've done some of the biking on these trails. Breaking. Yeah, otherwise, So welcome everyone. Maybe I'll just do a quick round about your name, where you're from, and have you ever been here, your experience in biking?
Even when we first got rid of, even though she would not jump onto the bed. She would like put her front paws on and then like look back at us and we're like, you have to be fine. And I'm such a sucker for hearing you come at it. No, I'm not an I thought this was just I think we definitely would have had like the same sort of thing. Like I had lots of older trans folks reach out to me like when folks are spending a lot more time and then collective, I had people in their 60s and 70s reaching out, you know, finally wanting to be able to come out and